Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Karate Jesus here for Untamed Guerrilla Games, and I want to give out my first list for 2014, and here's a look back at the top 5 hack and slash action adventure games that ever came out on the market. And this is our pick of the top 5, and I hope you enjoy my top 5 pick of the best hack and slash action adventure games that ever came out on the market. So enjoy the list and leave a comment if you got some other games out there that you did feel that should have been on the list. So enjoy and watch. Alright, number 5 on the list has to go to LucasArts Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. It's been a while since a great Star Wars game had came out, and especially the one dealing with Jedis, you know, in the hack and slash market. But this proved us wrong. The game pushed you in the Star Wars universe that is canon to the actual story. The story of this game, it revolves around episodes 3 and 4. It's like a bridge in between both. It pushed you as Darth Vader at the beginning, and have you goes around looking for, of course, Jedis to destroy and kill. And along the way, Darth Vader stumbled upon the player that you will play, the star of the game, Starkiller. Starkiller becomes his apprentice and does his bidding in a great fashion. Not only this game is great, but it brought in, like I said, great lightsaber battle. You can also control the Force, using such as the Force Push, telekinesis, throwing your sword lightsaber in the middle of a combo, also grabbing a TIE fighter and throw it at an enemy, or grabbing the enemy and throwing them outside in the middle of space. This was very, very unique and very funful. This was a great game all around. It had hiccups, it had its ups and downs, but hey, it was all around great. Also for this game, it did come out with a second version, but we don't want to mention that. That one was horrible. But Star Wars Force Unleashed, the original one, is actually great tune-up into the franchise series. If they didn't went the route that they did with the second one, it probably would have been a all-around great series. Or as of for right now, it only has one title, which is a great title. It is a title that any Star Wars fan or hack and slash fan would love and enjoy. Alright, number 4 on the list has to go to Sega's entry into the hack and slash world, Bayonetta. This game was originally created by the original creator of Okami, Beautiful Joe, and of course Devil May Cry. This game was everything we expect from him, because not only was this game over the top action, fast paced, super spectacular, this game was insanely crazy. This girl's powers was of course witchcraft, and one of her main powers and her main assets, besides her killer weapons and her guns, which was also cool because she had guns on her feet as her heels. That was tight. But her main attribute weapon was her hair. Her hair, which is her outfit, does spectacular things, such as transform into a dragon, transform into a fist. It helps extend the game. When you're doing boss battles, you can do megaton combos with the quick time event to do killer insane things to the bosses. And you can have like a transfer to a panther, a dragon, a parrot that was come down and devour the boss. It was just insane what this game could do, and it also coming out with a second one, but it's so sad that you only can play the second one a week, and that is a big drawback. But this one is a must-have for anyone in the hack slash genres. It was a great game. It surprised us with the stunning visuals and stunning combos. It was insane. You know, the style was being pretty and awesome, and that style fits the game, and it was great. And it was a masterpiece of a game. That's why it's on the list at number 4. Number 3 has to go to one of the most shocking games that I never thought I would see in the hack and slash market. Metal Gear Rising. At first, this game had a lot of bad feedback from Metal Gear Solid fans. Everyone's saying this is not a Metal Gear Solid game. This is not Metal Gear. They're right. This is not a Metal Gear Solid game. This Metal Gear Rising. Lead character, writing is the man in this game. And to me, it makes me loving Metal Gear Solid on a whole new level and better than what Metal Gear Solid with Snake was. Writing in this game is mad insane. You fighting Metal Gear Ray, first boss in the game. This is going insane. Running through, jumping off rockets, and slashing. And it also brought in a quick slash mechanism where you could slow down time and slash as much as you want with the analog. And it was insane. You could just defeat an enemy and turn an enemy into multiple itty bitty pieces. Awesome. It was gore, but not Ninja Gaiden gore. It was more cybernetics because you fight cybernetics. But the game was a must-have. This is one of my best games of 2013. This game was amazing, and I hope they take this and make it to a franchise, because this needs to be its own franchise. Away from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, Metal Gear Rising needs to be a sequel. They need to keep going with Rising, because this game was stellar crazy. You will have some problems with this game, with the fact that it is just as difficult, probably more difficult than 2 other games that was on this list. Parrying in this game, you have to time it. It comes from a combination of not holding, but you press the X and up on the Xbox controller, but you have to time this very well. It's not just hit and click, bam, whatever. You can probably have more fun playing this game on easy, but you won't get the enjoyment unless you play it on normal or higher. This is an insane game, and kudos for Hideo Kojima making this game. Thank you. I would love to see more of this series. Number 2 on the list goes to the most crazy, insane devil hunter in any game. The white-haired devil himself, Son of Sparta, Devil May Cry. This game is not just one game. No, we're not putting the one game on the list. It's the whole series. The Devil May Cry series was phenomenal, except one. Devil May Cry 2 was horrible, trash-worthy. But every other version of the game was non-stop action. Starting with Devil May Cry 1, 2, Devil May Cry 3, and Devil May Cry 4, and even the new reboot of Devil May Cry. Insane games. But the top notch of this game has to be Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 brought in a whole new era. It brought in fighting styles. You know, you had swordsman, gunslinger, warrior guard, trickster. Trickster was based off of speed, evading. Warrior guard is more of a defensive style, you know, blocking and deflecting the enemy's power back at them. And you know, gunslinger, of course, you know, the master of all his type of guns, from ebony, ivory, the shotgun, or the rocket launcher, or whatever he used at the time. And also the sword master, one of the best styles ever. Sick combos with Angie and Ruda, you know, using Yamato. Man, Rebellion. This game was insane, and even in the reboot, they did it good. The reboot of Devil May Cry got hated on a lot by the simple fact that Dante looked different, or quote unquote he looked emo, but the game was amazing. But it did a little bit different than what the other game, with a different route. Still kept the same formula of Devil May Cry with the stylish and, you know, fast-paced action and crazy, but it did dumb it down a little bit. You know, made it a little bit easier and more flexible to people to play the game. And that was probably the bad thing about it. But all around, it was a great game. Story was okay. You know, Devil May Cry wasn't known for the best story, but the reboot has to be the best out of it, and it brought to a new element. But still to this day, Devil May Cry 3 probably is the best out of the whole franchise. But if you want to play this franchise, go buy the HD collection, get Devil May Cry 4, and play the reboot. They are fun games, and you will enjoy them. Here it is, the grand finale game of it all. Just like Devil May Cry, it's the whole series, not just one game. Devil May Cry was the big brother for this, maybe because it was the first game played, but God of War has overshadowed every game on this list. Kratos is the man. Brute, Spartan, brutality. This guy was the man for the PlayStation icon. Probably by far the best PlayStation icon besides Nathan Drake for Uncharted. But man, this game is amazing. It came on the scene with God of War 1. I was like, what is this game? What's this, a Devil May Cry ripoff? What's this? Play the game. This game was phenomenal. It used quick time events to show off Kratos' brutality with fighting certain Greek mythological creatures such as Medusa or Minotaur or Satyr. This was amazing. And God of War 3 is just set this off amazing. The game kicks off you on top of Maya's back fighting Poseidon. You can't get no better than that. This is probably the most epic game of the PS3 era. This is a must-have collection. And you probably could buy the PS3 with all the God of War games coming with it, such as the new one, Ascension. Ascension was the great, but it wasn't as far as 3. This game was amazing for the boss battles, all the way to fighting Zeus. Great game. Nothing can ever stop this. Until I can't wait to see if they're gonna come out with a God of War 4 for the PS4. If they do, I can't wait to see the visuals, the graphics in this game, the insane quality of this game. Kratos has to be the most brutalist character out there and such a badass. The blades of Athena, the blades of Ares, whatever you want to call the name of the blade, but the chain blades is his main weapons. He get other ways such as the gauntlets from Hercules, or the staff for Chaos. The Chaos Spear, my bad. The Chaos Spear and the blades of Hades. He gets a lot of varieties of weapons, and you will never be dumbed down from variety in this game. Gonna give you everything you want. And you want a badass action hero, Kratos is the guy. And this game is the best hack and slash game of all time at the moment. There might be some in the near future, but as of right now, Kratos holds the throne, in my opinion, and probably in opinion a lot of the world, as the best hack and slash action adventure game of all time.